What's good, y'all? Welcome back to our Washington Capitals franchise mode here on NHL 25. And we are here at the trade deadline for the 2032-2033 season. And we are looking to make our final push for the playoffs here, sitting at the number one seed in the East and in the NHL as well. Yeah, there with 84 points. We are 40, 19, and 4. So a great year for us so far. It has been about a month since I recorded one of these videos, so I'm kind of catching up to everything as you guys are. There'll be a video posted uh, tonight when I'm recording this. Obviously, gonna be different when I upload this, but yeah, that was the last video I recorded. And that was like a month ago, and I know it's been about a month since I posted. So, but we are back here again since it's been so long, at least for me. Let's go and take a look at these stats. So yeah, Kolar's been having one of those years once again. 55 goals, 63 games, and 80 points right there. So obviously, when we first got him, 86 goals out of the gate. Now I even said that we'll probably never see that again, and we probably still won't. But 74 the year after, it's like, wow, this dude is like, you know, he is incredible. And I mean, 51, 64. Don't get, 51 is a bit lower than these two, but I mean, even still, as long as he scores at least like 50 and we're winning games, I really don't care. He could score 30 or 40 as long as we're winning. It doesn't matter to me. But then he came back 64 last year, and he's looking to get way past that this year. He's already at 55. So he might be looking more towards 70 this year, which would be great. And maybe towards around 90, 100 points. So that'll be really good as well. But the most important thing is that we are winning a lot of games so far. But we are going to try to win the most important ones, and that being the postseason. So, Shudin, obviously, his dynamic duo right here, 72 points, 63 games with 50 assists. TJ Ginla on that top line, he kind of just completes that line. 66 points. Quinn Hughes, our number one defenseman, 53. And then you see the second line there, all around 40 points, so that's not bad. Hudson, 34. I think it's a little down from what he was doing, yeah, but I mean, he'll still get like 40 points, so that's fine. Um, let's see who else. McMichael's down here again. Matejchuk a plus 41. My God. Playing with Quinn Hughes, that definitely will help. Bergfist there, plus 10. Daxton Ruff, plus 19. So, yeah, I'm kind of catching up here. Looks like Corona was doing good. We had Akira Schmid in there who was not. And then Shesterkin's been okay so far. So 9-12. Um, I guess that's 9-13. But, yeah, I mean, a 9-10 in this game is more like a 9-20. I mean, we can even look across the league. Like, there's not going to be, okay, this dude for Winnipeg having a great year so far. But, I mean, again, Swayman's second best at 9-16. I mean, like, 10 years ago in real life, you would see a 9, the top five guys would all have a 920. But scoring is up in the league. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, you got Austin Matthews, who's at a goal per game pace. So he's kind of robbing Iceman of any Maurice Richard trophies over the next decade, probably. Well, how old is Matthews? He is. Oh, he's 35. Okay, cool. He might be retiring soon. So maybe Iceman can get back to that Maurice. I mean, he still has a chance this year. He's only 5 behind, but yeah, ain't nobody catching those two. I mean, Draisaitl 43, Bedard and McDavid 41. Yeah, they're way too far behind. But I mean, look at the scoring in the league: 96 points, 60 games, 90 points in 60 games, 89. Like, yeah, goalies aren't going to have insane save percentages when these guys are putting up 90 points by the deadline. So yeah, let's take a look at our lineup here. I don't know if I even want to make any moves. I can't remember if we did or not in the past. I know we did reacquire Strome at the beginning of the year, and I think at one point we were talking about. I know these. Okay, Lundin +2, -2. They haven't been bad. I have Caden Walsh on the fourth line right now, but I think it's just because of his production. Let's see, Strome, 7 and 19. I mean, I think we were talking about moving, or I was talking about moving Joe Ginla at one point. Although he is having his best year so far, already the most points he's had, the second most goals, and he's really providing us some depth scoring. He seems to be working a lot better with Dylan Strome. Now, is he on an expiring deal? Next year he is. Okay, so we have another year to decide with him. He might drop, wow, 99 slap shot power and wrist shot power. That's crazy. I wonder if he's going to drop in potential just because he's been playing third line his like whole career, but so maybe not maximizing his value. But I think, we're still in cup mode. I want to go for what we can right now. What's he making right now? He's making only 2.5. So we got to save some money there. Obviously, we know the first line and the second line are probably mainstays. It's crazy that McKenna's already 25. I don't think he'll reach that mid-90s player that we were hoping for with franchise potential, but um, as long as he's a top, I mean, it's hard to move up in the lineup when we have these two who are just gonna be on the first line forever. And I don't know. Again, let's just work better with them two on the first line. I don't know if the game just knows that they've played forever together, or maybe it's just like a sniper instead of a playmaker. I really don't know, but yeah, he helps them produce. Obviously, defensively, we are more than okay. I mean, we have our. Oh, I was gonna say Stapleton's not 24, is he? I thought he was really young. Yeah, he's 21. Um, second round pick in 2030. Sucks that he isn't getting any top. We're gonna really have to make some decisions on defense here because Bergfist is up too. Although I really like Per Bergfist, Par Bergfist, however you want to pronounce it. He's been just a beast two-way. I mean, his first year he was a -6, but after that, plus 36, plus 20. I mean, he's been a beast. Yeah, we took him fourth overall back in 27. And I remember we were thinking about trading Matejchuk, but he's just been so good. Yeah, he's expiring too. Okay, so let's take a look. We probably looked before the end of last episode, but I want to just see what these guys are asking for. Let's see. So let's just go. Let's start by defense real quick. So neither of them want an extension. Bergfist is an RFA still, so we do have retention with him. That isn't a bad contract for Matejchuk, I gotta be honest. In this market especially, this would pay him until he's 33, which is perfect. Um, I can just negotiate and be like, you're gonna get. I mean, I don't want to promise him top pair. I mean, even if I do and I don't, his morale, I don't think morale's on, so I don't know if that'll even affect it. But um, I want to actually see the market for defensemen right now because I know they love to get paid in this game. Let's just do player search, position, defense, and we'll sort by overall here. Obviously, not everyone's going to have a new contract that they signed recently, but so let's see. I mean, yeah, like uh, Olin Zellweger, $15 million. This Cooperainen dude, $13 million. I mean, he has franchise potential. So if we go to like a 90, I mean, you got this guy at 8.8. That's a good contract. Who's this guy play for? Keaton Verhoeven for the St. Louis Blues. Wow. Yeah, and this dude is a two-way defender. He's got 42. Yeah, wow. Great contract for St. Louis right there over the next 5 years. Drysdale, 11 mil. So I guess some of these guys are actually making a little under 10. Well, Faber, that's probably his real-life contract, though. That's what you got to think about. So, yeah, Matejchuk's right here with 7. So, I mean, you could argue it's maybe a little bit, but, I mean, he is a beast. Like, okay, Perek here, though, with 12. I know he's an OFD, so there's that. McAvoy, 13. So, I mean, but if we wanted to get another 90 overall defenseman, there's no guarantee that we're going to pay them, under what he's asking for. I mean, plus 41 so far this year is insane. Now, let's take a look at what Bergfist wants, because obviously, I think we only have the money to keep one of them. I'll have to double check here. It says we have $1 million in cat space. So how much in extension? It's probably just there. Oh, 25 mil. Who else is up this year? All expiring. Oh, that's right. We've been negotiating with TJ Ginla for a while. So, oh, that sounded bad. I mean, that is a lot, but for what he brings to us, what's his interest? So how far can I go down here? 12 million. Well, let's see. So if I go down to like, okay, but if I give him like a no movement clause, which I don't know if I want to, but let's just say for example, so that brings him back up. Okay, yeah, he still wants to get like 11 mil about. So it'd be about 11 times 8 with a, oh, that's not trade clause. No movement clause. I mean, same shit basically. So he'd be around 11 million, which is tough because, man, this is really tough. He is been really great. The last 2 years was a bit down, but yeah, we got guys like McKenna that could play on the first line. Obviously, Caden Wallace as well. we're probably thinking bridge deal for him. I'll wait for the off season. Uh, but yeah, like let's just say for example, Aginla wants 11, right? So that's 11 plus 10 is 21. So yeah, we have 3 of our top guys are here to sign, and we can only afford 2 of them. Now Shesterkin is also up. Well, we already know we're at 25 mil though. So yeah, obviously, Wallace, we're just doing a bridge deal. We should be able to. I mean, we have RFA with him too. So we should be good with him, but yeah, we can only afford 2 out of 3 of these guys. I mean, Aginla does want an extension. I don't know if I don't know if I can commit that much money to him. Like $12 million to me is a guy who's getting like 85, 90 points at least. The only thing that you could argue is that he has been the best line mate for Shooting and Iceman. Like they produce the best when he's on that line. I don't know. I mean, he's 26. He's going right into his prime. Usually. This is tough. Because, I mean, we got young forwards coming up. Like, Caden Wallace is one of them, obviously. And I honestly want to try to get him top 6 minutes next year. So let's say for next year, let's say Aginla, we, like, trade or something. We'd have Iceman, Shooting, and, I don't know, McKenna, for example. Then we'd have Leonard, Neiman, and a Wallace, right? I mean, 2 power forwards, a sniper. It's not best chemistry-wise, although Wallace loves the second line. Let's see, Niemanen, okay on it, and then Leonard. Okay, so, I mean, Leonard loves the first line. What is McKenna? He likes a bit more. I mean, we can always change coaches if we really need to. That's tough. Wallace, 5th overall pick. I mean, he had 20 goals as rookie, or he almost had 20 goals as rookie year, almost 20 in a second. I feel like if you got top 6 minutes, you could really grow. But, yeah, there's no guarantee he becomes TJ Ginla. Obviously, this dude has full set of abilities. Great shooting category, as you would expect. He's actually got a really good physical category. Yeah, that's going to be tough in the offseason. I really don't think we can make a decision right now. I really just want to focus on going for the cup. So, yeah, I know that was a lot of just, bullshitting with the contracts and all that, but yeah, let's just get right into this. We'll see who's available. I don't know if we'll make a move, most likely not, but you never know. There could be something that we're looking for. We could upgrade maybe someone on the 4th line if we think we can get something better. Adam Fantilli available, former Selke winner in this universe. One more, Kuznetsov. So anybody with like not a lot of trade value. What do we have for prospects coming up? Because I mean, it's pretty easy to upkeep a team in this game, but we might need to rebuild at some point, like when Quinn Hughes retires. Do we have anybody that's not playing in the NHL that's worth a damn? Top 6 forward. I mean, good overall at his age, but yeah, we really don't have a top prospect. It's a low elite there. Oh yeah, we have Shudin the goalie. I remember this actually. Ludwig Shudin. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot we can try. I mean, do we have our 1st round pick this year? Let's take a look. We do, and Colorado's. Okay. They look like they're a little bit worse than us. Let's take a look at their record. Yeah, they're probably a playoff team, though. So I wouldn't mind trading that. Let me actually check where they are in the standings really quick. Let's go to, they're in the Central, right? Yeah, so they are 5 points ahead of a wildcard spot. Yeah, they're probably going to make the playoffs. So if we are going to make a move, that could be a big trading piece. I mean, both the 1st round picks. I know I just said about the top prospect, and I'm trying to trade a 1st pick. But that's a rough contract for Ridley Gregg. I think he had that one, like, really crazy year, but they should have knew that was going to be his peak. I really don't know what to trade for. I mean, probably just an upgraded 2-way forward if I was to, but I mean, is there any, like, okay, they gotta fix that shit. Is there any, like, lower value guy down here? Let's see. That's a defenseman, 2-way forward, Hunter Haight, former Spirit, shout out. I mean, I know Eklund hasn't been great. Let's just, I think it's Eklund that's been kind of... Oh, there he is. I passed him. I mean, is it even worth giving up assets for this? Here, let me add him to the trade real quick. He's the one that was -2, right? Yeah, so he's got 19 points, 89 defensive awareness. His micro stats don't really look that good, to be honest. Let's see, hate, only 84 defensive awareness. Wow, but he's got good stick checking, better offensively, a bit faster. I mean, yeah, he's a little bit better, but I mean, yeah, it's not. I don't think it's worth trading. As much as I love him, I don't think it's worth trading for him. Let's take a look. Anybody else having, like... I mean, I really don't see any reason to make a trade, and this fucking shit's pissing me off right now. Gotta go all the way back. Let's see. Two-way forwards. Zach Dean. I mean, he's the same overall as Eklund, so yeah, there's no one that really piques my interest here. You could argue getting a boost offensively maybe from the bottom six, but we just gotta... I really just want to trust that guys like Iginla and Wallace will be able to step up in the playoffs, so I don't see any reason to make any moves, so we're going to exit the deadline. Now, because we are in first place, I think I want to prioritize trying to get guys to grow right now. Lil Jagrin, I don't need you. It's funny. Oh, I thought he ended up back in Toronto. I do, because I think it's McMichael on the third line right now. He is. Which he's probably playing really... I think he was playing really good, actually. But I want... Yeah, he's playing really, really good. I want to try to get Wallace going a little bit. I know the chemistry is a bit fucked up now. But... Oh, Ludin, too. He can't take face-offs, though, is the thing. I know this two-way forward and two snipers isn't, like, the best chemistry, but... Yeah, as I figured, Wallace is the best face-off taker. We'll leave it for now. I'll let him play center for the regular season. Playoffs, we'll make sure to have the best face-off guys. We can do this, at least. I don't know how doing that... Did you see that? The chemistry went up? Yeah, Storm's got better face-offs anyway. Okay, so we'll do that, at least. Yeah, we'll try to get these two to grow a little bit, Lundin and Wallace. Try to get them some production. And then you could argue the same thing for Stapleton. Wow, Daxton Roth's been really good. And Hudson only being a +4, I mean, you can argue that we'd make the switch anyway. That gives that a +1, so we'll do that to end the year. And then we'll just hope that we can keep the pace. So, yeah. Let's go ahead, and I think we can just get to the end of the year here. And we'll do a little season wrap. This might be a shorter episode. I know there was a lot of just, you know, bullshitting and talking for a minute. But I actually do have a talking point that I want to talk about because it has been so long. There's been a lot that's happened. Uh-oh. Did I promise him top 4 minutes or something? Not playing the top 4 defensive pair as promised. So we do have to keep him in the top 4. I did not know I promised him. That was probably in his... He's only got 1 year left, so... But I don't want to piss him off. Okay, hold on. We'll just... Because it probably affects your contract negotiations. So let me put him in. Did Iceman score in that game, by the way? I think he did. I think he had 2 goals, actually. I guess I could have just checked the game log, but... Alright. I at least got the forwards in there, so... Let's go ahead and get to the end of the year. And, but yeah, what I was going to talk about, though, so it's been about a month. And, just ended about a week ago or a few days ago, the Four Nations face-off. Now, going into that... I did not know how the players were going to react to it because it's not technically... I mean, it's best on best for your country, but it's not like it's the Olympics because the Olympics is like the big, like, you know, goes in the history books, whatever. This was more generated by the NHL itself. So I didn't know if, you know, it was going to be taken as serious. I figured it would be more than the All-Star game, which is good, and thank God that, dude, the All-Star game was getting bad. I mean... I don't blame the players for not giving a shit about it, but I also wish they did because it just makes the event better. But there is no incentive for them to give a shit. Anyway, Four Nations going into it, didn't know what to expect, didn't know what was going on. But, best on best, players put that, they put their country on their jersey and it doesn't matter. They're going to play. And we've seen that, obviously. Wow, we were terrible at the end of the year, by the way, at least up to our standards. Yeah, we're third in the division now. Great. That was awful. Let's see. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I counted that right, we had 8 wins, and I'll just count losses all in together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we went 8 and 10 if you include overtime and shootout losses. So that's not good. Let's slow sim this game against the Rangers. Shooting on the board. There we go. Iceman on the power play. And yeah, we got this one wrapped up. All right, so we do end the year with a win. Did we get the 2 seed now, or did I think it was the Hurricanes? Oh, they have to play still. Okay, let's sim a day, see what happens. Nothing yet. And oh wow, actually the Devils. Oh, because the Hurricane. Wow, okay, yeah, a lot happened right there. So we are going to be the 3 seed. We're going to be away against the Devils, so we did that to ourselves. Yeah, we pissed that away. But yeah, to finish my point, what I was saying about the Four Nations, didn't know what to expect, but those guys put their country on their jersey and they went all out. That was probably one of the best things for hockey in a while because now Game 7 of the finals last year got a lot of attention. There's people that I never seen talk about hockey, but this was different. Like everybody was talking about that. That first Canada USA game where they had 3 fights in 9 seconds. I mean, there was people talking about it like, oh, you don't have this in the NBA or whatever. Like, I made it onto NBA Twitter. I seen it, like Flight Reacts reacted to that game. Like, it was crazy outreach. Cash Nasty as well. Like, people who don't watch hockey or that I've never seen talk about hockey, they talked about that. It was on ESPN all the time. Matthew Tkachuk was just on the Tonight Show, and oh yeah, he was on some podcast too. Who was it? It was, I don't know if it was non-hockey related, but it was, I can't remember. I seen it earlier, but just the outreach that generated for the NHL was really good in hockey itself. Um, so yeah, great thing for that. That makes me really excited for the Olympics next year, and I really hope. I know there's a lot of politics involved and whatever, but I really hope we can get Russia involved. It'd be cool to see guys like Ovechkin, Kaprizov, Kucherov, Shesterkin, all those guys playing. Instead of just sitting at home, because the Four Nations is cool. But even McDavid said, like, there's a lot of good players sitting at home, like Pasternak, Draisaitl, all those Russian guys, of course. So, but yeah, like I said, great for the sport, great for the NHL. Excited for the Olympics, and that really hooked me on this year for hockey. So, hopefully a good end of the year is upcoming. Trade deadline is approaching in like a month, or I guess it's about to be March, so in a few weeks. So after that, then you're in playoff mode basically. Who's going to make it? The East wild card has been pretty fun this year. You got Detroit and Columbus in there right now. My Rangers need to figure it out. I mean, I like that we traded for JT Miller, but hopefully it's not too little too late. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see with the Rangers. They've been pissing me off this year, but I can't get too greedy. We've had a lot of playoff appearances the last few years. Ovi's goal record, obviously, that's going to be the big storyline end of the year. He's 12 away, I think. He scored last night against Calgary. He's got 30 on the year at basically 40 years old. So there's that. But yeah, enough of that for right now. Let's wrap up our season here. I did notice at the bottom, Iceman, 71 goals. So he's back to the 70-plus goal mark, 107 points. Absolutely dominant year for him. Good to see him back there. I mean, like I said, I don't need him to score 70, 80 every year, but it's really cool to see when he does. And it's funny because all 3 years he scored at least 70. He was a plus 42 exactly. Second best year for points. His career high in assists, it looks like, unless he did it with the Islanders. Nope. So dishing the puck a little bit more this year, I guess. Still had 409 shots. The guy passed on the puck all the time. Sven shooting, 92 points, 66 assists. Another great year for him, plus 36, which is second right here. Okay. But, yeah, good year for him. 84 from McGill on that first line. He led at least our forwards, it looks like, in plus minus. I would assume everyone. Yeah, I was going to say, where's Quinn Hughes? We're on forwards. Gavin McKenna, 58 points, which is one down from last year. But, I mean, not bad. As long as the second line's getting like 50 points or plus, that's good for me. So that is all well and good. McMichael, 38. He really went quiet then when we dropped him back to the fourth line. Aginla had a, slow end of the year as well. That did not really seem to help anybody, did it? So I think we're going to move back McMichael to the third line and all that. Defensively, Quinn Hughes, 66 points. Even at 33 years old, he's still producing a lot. Went from a -6 last year to a plus 40 this year, so that looks to be better. He's not quite in his prime no more. He did drop a couple in overall. He went from a 96 to 94. That might have been after last year, but regardless, still a number one defenseman, still probably a top 5, 10 defenseman in the league. Cole Hudson, bit of a down year this year, a -1, 40 points. But, I think as long as he has a good playoffs. How about this guy, though? Denton Matejchuk, 36 points, plus 46. Career high in points for him, 10 goals as well, a career high. Absolute beast. He really wants to earn that contract. Bergfist, 27 points, plus 8. And then that bottom pair was very good as well. Shesterkin ended with a 9-11 save percentage, so he was fine. It doesn't look like it was any of his fault at the end. I think we just kind of lack of scoring at the end besides our top line. That's probably what killed us. So let's take a look at the league leaders. 123 points for Matthews. Of course, he had 80 goals. This should have been an easy rocket for Iserman, but of course, 35-year-old Austin Matthews has to still be in the league. He's got 984, so if he plays another year, he'll have 1,000 goals. And we'll have to look to see where he's at in the records. But yeah, after those two, 53 goals. So yeah, they were head and shoulders above everyone in goal scoring. But for points, you had Matthews, McDavid, David Goyette, 112 points. Okay, playing on the least top line. That's what's going to help. Big breakout year for him. Wow. Draisaitl, Iserman, Bedard, Jack Hughes, Clayton Keller. A lot of guys getting 100 points. And, of course, Tariq Parasak, a guy we shipped out pretty early. Didn't really have a future with us. But could argue that was the wrong move. He only played 2 years for us. He was pretty good in both. But, yeah, then he started playing with Connor McDavid, and that's gonna definitely help your statistics there. So, yeah, he's due for a big contract. I mean, 90 overall, 100-point season, his best year. Yeah, not a good look for us, but, we got a cup out of it, so can't really say it was a bad move. Goaltenders, Kachekov, the winningest, and he might have actually led starters in. Oh, he's 0.01% off. That dude from Winnipeg still was, even though he dropped a little bit since the deadline, he was still first. I mean, it's going to be a three-way race for the Vezina. Although, well, actually, there's a lot of guys here. 915. I would probably give it to. I guess. I mean, they're all within. They all basically have the same save percentage. Kachekov had the most wins. Swayman did have the most games played, 74. I don't know. It's kind of a pick whoever. They're all about the same. Pick whoever you think. Wow, rookies this year were pretty lackluster. 40 points, the leading scorer. Low elite playmakers, second-round pick. Is there any goalies? No. So, wow. This is going to be kind of a pity Calder. It's probably going to go to this dude. 20 and 20. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, yeah, for that to be the best rookie is pretty weak, though. So there is that. But yeah, like I said, bit of a shorter episode. I don't know. Me talking might have made it a lot longer, but yeah, gearing up for the playoffs. You guys let me know any changes you want to be made. I mean, let's get the matchup on the screen here. We know who it is already, but let's just have it visually. It's gonna be the New Jersey Devils right here. So yeah, we're gonna be playing in the Prudential Center for the first 2 games. Yep, Jack Hughes and doubles. I think we can take a look at their team real quick, I guess, before we go, just to get a preview of what we're gonna go up against in the next episode. Wow, Ducks have a bunch of abilities on their team. Let's see here. So first line, Jesper Bratt, Jack Hughes, and Timo Meyer. And I did see Meyer up there in scoring, so at 97. How much did Hughes have? I think he had a bunch. Okay, we're skipping to Bratt. Yeah, at over 100. So yeah, that line was absolutely killer. Second line, you have Jordan Kyron, Nico Heischer, and Brandon Hagel. Marco Casper, Alger East, Alexander Holtz, who is back, right? Like he left. Yeah, he made his way back to the Devils. And then Dawson Mercer, Ryan Winterton, and Ryan McLeod. Defensively, Luke Hughes, Simone Nevich, Seamus Casey, Anton Shaleyev. Why do I recognize this dude? Do we have him? Nope. Must have just seen him around before. And then Trudeau and Gapter. In goal, they have Nico Daws still, and as well as Arturs Shilovs. So there is that. Couple of decent scratches. Tyson Forster there. But yeah, very good team here in New Jersey. Going to be a tough matchup for us. I think we could definitely beat them, though. Like, we honestly might even be better than them on paper. So defensively, well, I don't know. We have Hudson and what's his name? Bergfist. Bottom pair, we definitely have them. So yeah, pretty even matchup nonetheless. Going to be tough. But hopefully we can make a deep run here and go for that cup. We are a cup or bust at this point, so anything other than that is a failure. So appreciate you guys checking out this one. I know it's been a while since I posted. Maybe not since this episode specifically, but when I'm recording this, it's been like a month. So, but yeah, we're going to get this series wrapped up here pretty soon. I think I want to do a couple more, probably until like Quinn Hughes retires, as like an episode by episode, and then I want to do like a big live stream. Go to the end of guys like Shudin and Iceman's career, see if Iceman can break the goal record. Actually, that's one thing I did want to see, is if Matthews was up there for goals. But yeah, plan to do a live stream at the end for the last episode, just kind of, big wrap up. Matthews already has the most. Okay. Ovi broke the record, and then Matthews just broke it this year by 5. So 984 right now. So let's see, where is Iceman at? How old is he? Like 26? He is 26, exactly. Okay. 450 goals. So if he plays, let's just say he doubles that, right? So he'd have to. How many years has he played? He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, he can definitely play 8 more years. So he's 34. Let's just say he doubles that total as an example. He's on a better pace now, but let's just say he doubles that in 8 years. He will have. Oh, it's only 900. So yeah, he needs to. He needs to do more than double that. I mean, obviously his rookie year only had 37. Oh wait, he had 17 games, but yeah, his first true year he only had 37 goals. But yeah, he needs to be like 50, 60 plus every year and play like a decade pretty much to break the record. Because Matthews could still play another year and get to like over 1,000. So it's gonna be tough. It's not like he's like guaranteed or anything. These guys are scoring at a crazy rate. But yeah, like I said last episode, I want to do like a live stream, big wrap up, and then I have an idea in mind for the next franchise, but I don't know when this is gonna wrap up and if it'll be realistic to even do that. But we'll see. If I don't end up doing it, I'll tell you guys. But if not, I might even save it for next year's game. We'll see. It is franchise mode related. That's all I'll say for now. But yeah, appreciate you guys checking out this one. In the next episode, we will get to the playoff run, and we'll go from there. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and you guys take care.